Welcome guys to OMG Let's Talk. We're talking about 90 Day Fiancé. Let's get into it.
Right now.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god.
Let's talk. We're covering Rob and Sophie. They have 19 days for their wedding. And we're starting at the point where Rob is picking up Sophie from her mom.
Because the last episode she was talking to the mom, and then he called and was like, yeah. So he's picked her up now.
He picked her up.
It literally takes place like minutes after the last episode.
And it was kind of annoying when Rob picked her up because he was instantly saying, "Did you miss me?" And Sophie's like, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah, he's knobbing it up a little bit.
"Did you though?"
You like that? You like my car?
What's up?
Hello.
Did you miss me?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, Rob is complaining in this interview because he's saying that Sophie let him down when they got into that big argument with the mom at his apartment.
I feel like she did not have my back. I feel like she let me down. She wasn't on my team. And that's kind of like a big deal to me.
This is another moment where one of the couples or one of the people in the couple is like telling their significant other that they gotta back them up during these arguments. It always comes down to family shit in these. A lot of family drama.
Yeah, and he wants Sophie to apologize.
Oh, yeah. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
I feel like the whole rest of the episode is her telling him to apologize.
Well, in the beginning, Rob is asking Sophie to apologize for not having his back, but Sophie kind of says, I'm not going to apologize because...
I'm the victim.
No, she says some of the things that her mom brought up are things that she agreed to. She agreed on, so, I'm not going to apologize for something that I think is true.
Yeah, exactly.
Thought we were a team, and after that conversation, I felt like you were not on my team. I felt mad alone. You weren't on my team.
I mean, Sophie does end up apologizing for Rob feeling attacked and just feeling alone. I guess she could have backed him out just a little bit. What do you think about that? When the mom was going all in on him, like, hey, you should have a better place for my daughter to be living.
I think that her mom is pretty hardcore. I think her mom definitely has her daughter's best intentions. Mm-hmm. It's so blatantly obvious, but she comes off as a little hardcore and rude about it to the point where she could be a little standoffish and not going to really be inviting to anything. So, she's listening to everything her daughter's saying.
Yes.
Sophie is saying. So if Sophie gives any negative information about Rob, the mom is gonna grasp onto that, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. So
that's what's in her mind because
she already has a bad attitude towards him. So he's kind of already on the out. But then he doesn't really help himself either because he comes off as like my shit don't stink. He comes into rooms like he's the shit, blah, blah, blah.
Because he's always feeling attacked. And Sophie, again, does apologize, but she ends up saying that she's only apologizing because that's going to end the argument. If she doesn't, then we're just going to continue fighting, so this is all I have to do.
If I don't apologize, then the argument probably won't end, and I just don't have any mental space left to keep arguing.
They get home to Rob's place, and Rob is like, welcome home. I know you hate this place, but this is home. And Sophie's like, I don't hate it.
No, she doesn't hate it. She's starting to warm up to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's just happy to be home with him. Mm-hmm. No matter where home is, as long as I'm with you, that's okay.
Right.
Rob and Sophie go sit outside because they're going to continue the conversation that they were having. Mm-hmm. And Rob somehow wants another apology. And Sophie at this point is saying, I already apologized. What else do you want from me?
Shit, no, what she's saying is, I need you to apologize, motherfucker.
Yeah, pretty much. Because Sophie wants an apology, not necessarily for herself, but for Rob being disrespectful to her mom. Mm-hmm. Because it's her mom. Those things hurt.
Yeah. Why can't we all just get along?
And this is where I started to kind of realize, maybe Rob is coming around.
It was really hard for him to, even get to that point. He's, struggling so hard.
Yeah. But then it gets even crazier because Sophie brings up the memes.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even talk about the memes. He's put a meme on
He
on
put-
Facebook that like that's how like express his feelings. Like when your chick don't give you chicken wings or something, whatever he said.
When she buys you a meal one time and she acts like she takes care of you, which I'm like, no,
Which
I'm
is
talking,
hilariously
I'm talking.
What does the commenter say? The double fried double chicken wings, espresso, double
21
XL, 21
chicken rings.
chicken rings,
Chicken biscuits.
chicken biscuit.
But the memes.
We see you, man.
Yes, they're talking about the memes, and Sophie feels sort of attacked for all the memes that he's posted because apparently it wasn't just one; it was multiple.
At least 3.
At least 3. And is it something that should be bugging her that much?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I mean, he was posting memes that directly correlated to how he felt about her, and anyone who's been paying attention to their relationship or knows them knows he's instantly like talking
So
shit
he
about
didn't
her.
even have to tag her. Everybody's already gonna know.
It's just like one of those like backhanded kind of like I'm not talking shit, but I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then he likes to talk about shade, putting in shade. Isn't that shade? Isn't he?
That's 100%
casting the same shade.
Yes.
I mean, he does end up getting like vulnerable and like opens up late in their little section, right?
Yeah, because I mean, Rob doesn't end up apologizing for all the memes because he feels like that's what he was feeling at that moment. So
But don't do it.
Yeah,
Talk
just
to her.
don't do it. And
don't do it on social media. That's so annoying.
Yes, text her and let her know how you're feeling. But Sophie starts crying.
Well, talk to her.
Yeah, talk to her. I mean, yes, talk to her.
You guys are
What, the new we're just
text her. Send her an emoji with a smiley winky.
I'm just saying the very least you can do. If you don't want to talk because you're upset at each other, at least you can send a text.
At least. That's the very least.
That's
but,
what I'm
like,
saying.
He doesn't seem to like open up about emotions very well. He's the kind of guy, and like we were saying when we were watching it, it does seem that it has a lot to do with that. Like right when she got to his house in America, that she instantly dunked on his ass. Like this is, because it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. His house is small. There's not that much space. It's messy. There's an outhouse. Like it does suck. But she made him also feel like a complete loser about it.
So this is why he feels attacked all the time.
Yeah. So then I think it got to that point where
He
he
put
was.
on a guard.
He guarded up. He's in defense mode, and so like, and then he met the mom, and she gave the same kind of shit.
I mean, because the mom pretty much said, like, you're not a man.
Yeah, you can't provide. I'm not gonna go pee in an outhouse. Like your place sucks, and they were kind of right about those things, but they didn't mean to be.
But
so
they
shitty
direct
about
about it. Also direct. You don't have to literally tell that person. Now you can tell your daughter, like, hey, this is something that you should watch out for. But telling Rob himself, it's hurtful.
It comes down to like, what were the expectations that he gave her before she got there? What did he say he was gonna like this and that and yada yada?
I
yada?
think Sophie knew what she was coming to, but also I think Rob is trying to tell her things will get better. This is what we could have.
And they could. They got to do it together.
Yeah, you
That's
guys
what-
gotta
that's
work
what you
through
do.
it. But Sophie just starts crying.
Why can't you just say sorry? Like, this emotionally exhausting. I'm sick of you. Just say I'm sorry and that's it, and we'll move past.
Her just crying like this, I just started to remember, like, she's 22 years old. Like,
Yeah,
she is
she's
barely learning how to deal with relationships. So
And emotions.
And emotions. So
Her hormones are going off.
I think maybe your hormones are different at 22. But after this, Rob does end up apologizing, which is so big of him to do.
I'm really trying to get better, and I'm really trying to stay calm, and I'm really trying not to only think about myself. I'm trying to think about your point of view. I've always tried to think about it, but I'm trying even harder. I really am.
Yeah, he ends up apologizing, saying, like, I've made mistakes, but I'm trying to be a better person. I'm working on it. And that's pretty much all he can do. Just
Right.
try to be better. But Sophie is kind of just telling him, are you able to change or not? Because our wedding is coming up. I need to know this now before I say I do.
They're in a really, really similar situation right now as Clayton and
Annalie.
Ali.
Yeah.
Right up to the wedding. Shit's not really figured out yet.
Can Rob change his whole mindset of always, like, because he always feels like he's being attacked. So he needs to change that mindset first, and then he can become a better person.
Seems like he might be on the right path. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
He's also the kind of guy who's like so stubborn and have like a full guard that his guard could just go right back up and he could go right back to being shitty because he is pretty shitty.
He
when
is
he's
a
like
pretty
that.
shitty person.
But she needs to get better too, and he is right. She does need to defend him more, especially if he's in the right in these particular moments. You could be on your mom's side and your boyfriend or fiance's side.
Yes,
at
of course.
the same time.
Yeah, you don't have to just leave him.
She's
in the
different when the
dust.
mom's around, though.
I noticed that too.
She's definitely different. She goes into cradled, like coddled mode, and
Like a baby.
yeah, like mom's got my back. I don't need to sit. Yeah, I don't know.
They end up making up. Rob says, hey, we were happy before, we can be happy again. But I still think that it's because they were happy before because they were on vacation and they didn't really get to...
It wasn't real life.
It wasn't real life. Yeah, now you're living with each other. You're getting all the real problems that come with living with someone.
It's just like any of these reality shows, like not the Circle, but like Love Is Blind. They finally get married or whatever, and then they go on the 5-day beautiful vacation. It's all
downhill,
sunshine
Most
and
of it.
flowers. No, at the vacation.
Oh, at the vacation, yeah.
Then
it's
they
all
get to the
nice.
house or the apartment they got to live together, and it's like, this is like when you brush your teeth. This is where you poop.
Just the little things.
You poop on the floor, and it's so weird.
You poop on the floor, and it's so weird.
God.
Yeah, Rob and Sophie, I think that they're going to get married. Sophie seems to really love Rob. I don't know if it's genuine love, but she's gonna get married.
I don't feel it with these two.
Yes, but we'll have to see what happens. If you guys like this episode, please hit that like button, comment, let us know what you guys thought, and we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.